Are you planning on buying a home this year? Before you dive in, let's make sure that you can avoid some of the most common pitfalls that we see as realtors. In this video, I'll be uncovering the 5 biggest mistakes that I see buyers make and ways that you can steer clear of them. I'm Hudson Hoffman with the Hoffman Group at Century 21 Creekside Realty, and I help my clients navigate their buying and selling journeys every single day. If you're looking for some guidance through your real estate journey, please feel free to give me a call. All of my contact information is down in the description box below. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or looking to upgrade, avoiding these mistakes can save you big money and stress down the line. The first and probably biggest mistake that I see home buyers make is not getting pre-approved for a mortgage. Getting pre-approved can help you get a clearer picture of what you can actually afford and help you make more educated buyer decisions, and it can tell sellers that you're a bit more serious. The risk of not getting a pre-approval before you start looking at homes is you could absolutely fall in love with a property that you just can't purchase, or you might lose out to another buyer who already is pre-approved. In order to get pre-approved, you'll need to supply your lender with financial information such as your income, debts, and credit scores. This process ultimately helps you understand what you can actually afford and puts you in a much better position once you start looking for homes. The second biggest mistake that I see buyers make is overlooking the additional costs that come with buying a home. It can be avoided with pre-conversations with your realtor, but for people that don't have that conversation, they can honestly get surprised by some pretty large upfront costs. Property purchase tax, inspection fees, and legal fees can all add up pretty quickly over the course of a transaction, and if you're not prepared for them, they can really take you by surprise. To avoid this pitfall, make sure that you have a conversation with your realtor about what the additional costs of the transaction are. Then you can create a comprehensive budget that helps you plan and prepare so that you're not surprised down the line when it comes to completion time. The third and oftentimes scariest mistakes that buyers make is skipping a home inspection. Skipping the home inspection is a critical mistake that can cost you thousands down the line. Even on a brand new house, an inspector will usually be able to find some flaws with the property, and that can help you decide whether or not you actually want to move forward on this deal or not. To avoid these costly headaches, always make sure that you hire a qualified inspector to take a look at the house before you make the purchase. Some key areas to look at are the roof, foundation, electrical systems, plumbing, and HVAC systems. Most realtors, myself included, have a list of inspectors and other professionals that we've used in the past, so it can help you take some of the guesswork on who you can and who you maybe shouldn't trust when doing a home inspection. The fourth mistake that we often see buyers making is not considering the neighborhood that they're going to be moving in. If you purchase a property in a less than ideal location, it could really hurt you in terms of overall safety and in resale value when you do decide to sell the home. A quick tip to avoid this is to do some thorough research on the neighborhood beforehand and to hire a realtor that has expertise in the area that you're planning on buying in. When a realtor knows the area, they generally have a bit of historic knowledge about what's gone on in a neighborhood, and they can avoid some particular areas that might historically have not been great and could affect resale value down the line. The fifth and honestly most common mistake that we often see with home buyers is letting emotions drive your decisions. It's really easy to fall in love with a property, put your rose-colored glasses on, and overlook some of the obvious flaws that could really affect the home later down the line. When you get really attached to a property, you can easily overpay for it and ignore some of the more serious flaws that the property might have. The opposite effect could also happen where if you're in negotiations and the other side offends you in some way, it's easy to let that influence your future decisions, and that's when it's time to take a step back and critically evaluate what's actually going on. To avoid some of these emotional decisions, it helps to take an objective stance and make a list of must-haves and must-nots that can help you guide your process when you start getting a bit more attached to a property. It's also a good idea to revisit the property multiple times and reach out to some trusted friends or family members to try to get a bit more of an objective opinion from a third party who might not be as attached to the property as you are. To recap, avoid these 5 mistakes to make your buying journey significantly easier, especially if you're buying your first home. Always get pre-approved, budget for the additional expenses, do not skip the inspection, research the area before you move into it, and stay as objective as you can and reach out to outside help if you need some assistance with this. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody who might be thinking of buying a house in the near future, and subscribe for some more Abbotsford real estate content. If you have any questions or if you want some more personalized advice, Either drop a question down in the comments, or if it's a bit more private, you can reach out to me directly and I will always be happy to help. Again, all of my contact information is down in the description box below. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm Hudson Hoffman with the Hoffman Group at Century 21 Creekside Realty, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye for now.